A tense exchange unfolded on GB News during a discussion about migrant hotels, as presenter Dawn Neesom clashed with political commentator and former Labour candidate Kevin Craig. The heated moment came as the panel, which included Reform UK MP Andrea Jenkyns, debated the rising protests outside migrant housing facilities. The conversation focused on a demonstration at a hotel in Canary Wharf, London, where asylum seekers are being housed. Craig defended the government's strategy, stating that the use of migrant hotels would gradually decrease over time and that improvements were on the way. However, controversy erupted when Craig condemned extremist elements at recent protests, saying, "I've noticed a lot of these rallies attract individuals from both the far right and the far left. I don't want to see any police officer threatened by either group. Wearing masks in public at protests creates fear, and it's unacceptable." While Craig claimed he was simply aiming for balance, his mention of the far right triggered a fiery reaction from Neesom. "What gets me," she said sharply, "is that every time someone brings up Antifa or the far left, people on the left immediately pivot to talking about the far right. Why do you do that? We weren't even discussing the far right." The debate quickly intensified. Craig responded by defining the far right as extreme, racist groups who have a white supremacy ideology. His remark did little to diffuse the tension. Jenkyns also criticized his comments, saying, "The left needs to allow people to protest peacefully without stirring up chaos." The debate came amid growing unrest across the UK. Protests against asylum hotels have become increasingly volatile, with major demonstrations planned in Bournemouth, Liverpool, and Portsmouth. A recent incident in Canary Wharf saw masked individuals attempting to storm the Britannia Hotel, prompting a police crackdown. Saturday's demonstration in Islington resulted in 9 arrests, mostly among counter-protesters opposing the use of hotels for migrants. Police confirmed that 8 of those detained were charged with offences including breach of public order and assaulting emergency services. The confrontations follow the recent scandal involving an Ethiopian refugee who was charged with sexual assault against a minor at the Bell Hotel in Epping. The case sparked outrage and fueled ongoing tensions, with politicians and pundits alike weighing in on the safety implications of housing asylum seekers in residential areas. Law enforcement now faces the challenge of containing multiple protest movements, including planned demonstrations by Palestine Action, which was recently labeled a terrorist organization. The Metropolitan Police are preparing for potential clashes and stretched resources over the coming days. As tensions continue to rise, debates like the one on GB News reflect the increasingly polarized views surrounding immigration, public safety, and free speech in the UK.